take the blame for all the shame that you dish out. There's not enough soap to wash the filth that haunts my mouth. Don't need any extra attention. If I were you, I'd keep my distance. I'm no hero, I'm no idol. There's no verse you'll find in the Bible, but I need saving. So they say, yeah. So while I pray on prayers and judgment stares, I can't help it but I'm wondering, do you like what you see? A freak like me, an escape from all reality and dreams. Do you like what you see? The fantasy. In this world you only hope to be so free. Yeah, I don't make the effort, it's just like my Zephyr. Hit you in the chest while I'm playing checkers. Peeling back the layer, you see the tear. Show you them peaches cause nothing compares. And maybe I'm a little too blunt, but I'm getting tired of giving two fucks. Maybe I'm a little too drunk, but shit, I gotta give the people what they want. Do you like what you see? A freak like me, an escape from all reality and dreams. Do you like what you see? The fantasy. In this world you only hope to be so free. A freak like me.
Hello, hello. Hello, chatters. Have I fixed the microphone again?
Every day I just, every day is like, every look is like,
Copy.
think you wanna be the, do ya? Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? A freak like me, an escape from all reality and dreams. Do you like what you see? Do you like what you see? The fantasy. In this world you only hope to be so free. A freak like me, like
Hello, hello.
a freak like me.
Boom. We already hear the game in the background. There we go. We are playing. I love, by the way, that it took away the title of the game when I full screened it. But this is a game called The World Begins With You. It is a little short game that I got through itch.io, and it's apparently platformer vibes, but I'm not 100%. Let me read. It says, after being asleep for a long time, you wake up in an old prison cell. You turn around. What was that? Soon after, you are free unexpectedly. You reach daylight and enter a beautiful, long-forgotten, and sometimes dangerous world. What awaits you at the end of your journey? Very dramatic. It looks gorgeous. It really reminds me of The Room, like the Room games, kind of. It has this like very dramatic cinematic style. Also a little bit like Limbo and those kind of games, but obviously not in black and white, as you can see by the intro screen. Also a little bit Alba Wildlife Adventure. I don't know. It has a very beautiful cinematic style, and obviously that is great. I do want to play more platformer games that aren't Celeste. Sorry to Celeste, but and obviously It Takes Two we're also playing on the channel, but that is a co-op game, so we are relying on Eraser's ability to be able to play and the scheduling to work out. But I thought we could do this. Apparently it's only like half an hour-ish long, but I don't have like exact numbers for this. And after that we've got Minecraft Core. But don't worry, we are gonna wait like a bit so everyone can file in, and I'm gonna do a bit of yapping. Because obviously yesterday I was at board game night at my friend's house and it was very lovely. And oh my gosh, chat. It was great because we only met up in like the late afternoon and at like 5 p.m. So I had like plenty of time to wake up and like get ready and be like well prepared. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get like all fancy. I dressed up. There's like a picture in the Fit Chat channel in the Discord of what I was wearing. I kind of went for like skater boy vibes. I finally wore my new Dan and Phil Terrible Influence live stream long sleeve, which is so nice. And yippee, yippee. So, and it's such a nice long sleeve. Of course, I immediately spilled something on it because whenever I wear anything white, I just somehow am cursed. Okay, you've beaten the champion. Yippee! W. Let me get some clappies. Clappy. There we go. So obviously I spilled something on it immediately, but it was fine. No huge damage done. But yeah, I wore that, and I wore these like really baggy, like jeans that have loads of pockets and shit, like kind of like cargo trousers or cargo pants, but they are made of jeans. They're very baggy and cool. And I actually wore some jewelry as well. I have some chains, silver chain. I don't really wear that much because no, but in that outfit it looked very cool. I thought I looked nice, and I also tried out for the first time in like a full test the new perfume I got that I mentioned, the Vanilla 28 perfume, and oh my god, I have severely underestimated how good a like brand name high quality perfume is in longevity. Like, it's actually crazy. Literally, I took a shower, got ready, and I left the house at like 3 in the afternoon. And I got home at 11:30 at night, and I still smelled like the perfume. It was crazy. Like, normally I have like, whenever I've had any perfumes in the past, any like body mists or scents or whatever, anything fragrance, god damn it, I really can't say the word fragrance, can I? Anything with like any scent, it would be like maybe 2 hours max. But this literally lasted like 10 hours almost. Okay, not 10 hours, but like 9+ hours. It was crazy. So I'm very happy with this, and so far I really like the scent. So once I've used up my little like travel size, I may get a full size of this. But I'm gonna try and get a bit sneaky and either buy it off of Vinted or wait for like a sale, because you don't need to pay more than you need to, you know what I mean? So, but I'm very satisfied with that, and I'm also very excited for the perfume samples to come in, because if they're anything in terms of longevity as this one, and I like any of them, I'm gonna be so excited. Yeah, so I went. Public transport was a bit of a bitch, but we made it work. I brought some strawberry spritz that I had bought. It was like a wine cooler type drink, but strawberry flavored. It was very good. It was very cheap as well. Like, considering how cheap it was, I had no expectations, but it turned out really good. Add me into my OG. I get a party. Clappy. Yeah, I bought it just for you. I bought it just for you, King. There we go. But it was very nice. It cost like €3.40 or something for like a whole full bottle. And it was really good. Me and two of my friends from this get together drank it together, because the fourth doesn't drink and the fifth doesn't like this kind of drink. So, but people did like the drink. And I also brought a bag of crisps, chips. So I'm always a delight. What can I say? Because, you know, it's my friends hosting, and I always like to bring a little something if I have something in the house. Alas, we convened at this is, by the way, at the friend's house who I watched Doctor Who with, if you're wondering, for the yellow friend lore, and our little group. And we used to actually have our board game group at uni, but that would mean we'd have to accept anyone coming in because it was affiliated with the university. We'd have to accept like random people who just wanted to play board games as opposed to just playing with our friends. So we no longer do that, but I love how this was a bigger deal than saving the world was. So true. So true. But yeah, so because we ended up kind of being like, oh, we don't really want to just have to accept anyone who walks in and wants to be part of the group. We just want to play with the group we already have. Then we stopped affiliating with the uni and just hosted at like someone's house. Anyway, we got in, and oh my gosh, we played some new games. Very exciting. We also played some oldies, but it was very fun. We played one called Crime Stories, which is basically kind of like a like a like Guess Who kind of game, where basically everyone has a story, like a little short story, and the other people in the group have to ask questions, like yes or no questions, to figure out what happened in the story. And these were murder-themed ones, so it's basically like, okay, we have to ask who was the victim, who was like the murderer, what happened, like how did they die, where did it happen, like these kind of questions. And it was really fun. Thank God they healed. Also, Murder Party Caspers. Yeah, it was very fun. Like it's a card board game. Yeah, you're just gonna cry. So it's gonna be another fight. Gotta love that intermittent pause before you jump into the next fight. Get healed up. That's how I feel after Slay the Spire. Like switching over to the next chapter, and you're like, oh my god, thank God, I get healed at the end of that boss fight. Anyway, so this crime story game was really fun. The problem was we had like one of our friends start, and it took like it was supposed to be that it takes 15 to 30 minutes to play. Literally, we only did the story of the first person because it took us over 2 hours to get to the solution. To be fair, we did take it quite chatty. We didn't like straight up just play. We did also chat during it, but anyway, so obviously we were like, okay, we don't want to just play one game today, so we're only going to do one round of this. And then we played another game that we hadn't played ever, called Ransom Notes, and this one was so funny. This is basically Cards Against Humanity, but you get to construct your own answer out of like cut out words, like a ransom note. And it's super funny. We absolutely lost our shit. We had some absolute banger rounds. Really, really funny. Literally, our cheeks hurt. Highly recommend that one. If you're someone who likes That Sounds Fun hypebeast. Yeah, if you're someone who's kind of like, oh, I've gotten a little bit bored maybe of something like Cards Against Humanity, especially if you just have like the base game, because you always know like all of the options. This game is super fun because you have that customizability. So we really liked it. And then we did some Wizard, which is an absolute classic in our friend group. Even though we never really finish a game because it just takes too long. But it's always really fun. And me and Blue Moderator absolutely lost, like, actually so badly in Wizard. The person who won had 220 points, and Blue, who came last, had 10. So yeah, we did not do well. Yeah, but it was really, really fun, and then everyone just kind of went home to stay. Yeah, like Wizard, you could really lose badly, but it was super, super fun. And then I got home, and then today I didn't do that much. I went to the gym, and I went a full hour again. Last time I only went half an hour, so I'm back on the grind. And while I was at the gym, I finished watching Benji, the dog movie I was watching. It is ass. Do not recommend. 1 star. Like, not even 1 star. 1 out of 10. Half a star. Because, oh my god, the plot was so cliche. Also bad acting from people. The dogs did fine. The people were ass. Wouldn't recommend. But, you know, I was just, like, on the stationary bike watching this movie. And then I watered my grandma's plant. Nothing crazy. But that was kind of the day. I really, really loved getting together with the board game group again, like with my typical group, because I did play board games at another friend's house a while back. Which year's movie? The new one, not the 70s one. I don't know, is it from 2017 maybe? Let me check. I don't know how the old one is, like some people in the reviews were talking about the old one as well. But the new one is like, Benji is supernaturally smart. God damn it. 2018, sorry. The 2018 Netflix one specifically. Because like I do like a dog movie, personally. But in this one, I really think the movie would have been better if the dog, if Benji specifically had a speaking voice. Not necessarily like he is a talking dog, but you know, in the sense of like Beverly Hills Chihuahua, where the dogs can talk to us as to the audience, but the humans in the world don't understand. Like to them, it just sounds like a dog. Oh yeah, because I feel like he's supernaturally smart. He can like push huge like trash containers. He can like literally open a closed door by picking up a key that lies on the ground and putting it in the door. Like, he is incredibly smart, and to not have him speak really just makes that feel weird in this movie. Then the plot was really awful. It's really cartoony and, like, cliched. There's a weird moment where, if you don't know, the plot is basically these two kids befriend Benji, who's a stray dog, and they want to keep him, but they're not allowed. Then the kids get kidnapped. Accidentally. Well, like, kind of as in, like, oh, they saw, like, some robbers' faces, and then the robbers are like, okay, we gotta protect our identity, we gotta kidnap these kids. And then Benji's kind of like the one saving the day by trying to help, like, rescue the kids. There's like a random undercurrent of religious storytelling in this movie, like the 2018 one specifically, where one of the kids, like, randomly, like, prays to God, and then, like, in the moment after she does this, there's, like, a beam of light going into the building that she's in, and then there's, like, oh my god, it was, like, so... I would like to watch the original one, though, because I feel like in one of the reviews, someone pointed out that Benji isn't as, like, superpowered, basically, in that one compared to this one, and I'm like, I feel like I might enjoy that. But, you know, because I love a little movie with some dogs. The dogs are great. The dogs perform well. But then for some reason, they're like, okay, we have Benji team up with this other stray dog to help rescue the children. And it's like, okay, they're buddies, they're hanging out. And then randomly, like, literally the 2 last seconds of... Like, not 2 last seconds, but, like, the last 5 minutes of Benji, the 2018 movie, they're like, oh, that's the stray dog that Benji befriends. It's a girl, and they have, like, a love montage between these 2 fucking dogs. I'm like, what the hell are you doing, movie? Like, you know how people, like, some people complain about, yeah, like, you know how some people complain, like, when people ship, like, a same-gender friend pairing, like 2 bros or 2 gal pals, whatever, and they ship them, like, can't they just be friends? And, like, can women and men just be friends in movies for real? Like, that's the real problem. And men and women, this is a male and a female dog, like, they could also be friends. Like, let's be real here. Oh my god, it just pisses me off so much. And, like, there was no need for this at all. Anyway, didn't like the movie. But I'm happy that I went to the gym and I got to put a gym stick down. And now I'm happy to play. I like the old movie. It was kind of sad, but good as far as I remember. I do want to check it out because I feel like there is potential in this story, but the execution for this was just really bad. Really, really just not good. But what might be good is this game. I'm excited. And again, it should be short, so after that we're going to do some lovely building in Minecraft. You were sleeping for too long. Damn. Rippers. Ooh, what's this us? Kind of reminds me a bit of Journey, the animation style. You need to wake up. Well, the art style, I should say. Ooh, I do have a tracker in the back of my head. This is not the place where you belong. Also, apparently this was made for a game jam, which, just from the visuals alone, is super impressive to me. Now leave. Escape. Actually, oh yeah, it was made for Wizard Jam 6, apparently. Keep. Oh my god, you're gonna have to... Can you do custom controls? No, because you hate me. And I apparently... Let me test, because it says controllers are not supported, but maybe I can, like, cheese it. Okay, thank fucking Christ. Oh my god. Controllers are actually my... Okay, you can crouch, slay. Controllers are actually my #1... I wonder who did this and why. My #1 savior, for real. Camera perspective. Yeah, so we are bald and have a microchip in the back of our head. Kind of far away. Let's go this way first. Yep, can I escape up here? I hate us. I hate us because they hate us. We always gotta check the back, of course. Classic video game. The camera is not... the camera is not controllable, which is a bit... Wait, or is it? Nope, it's not. Even with a mouse. There's like glowing shit on the walls, but I can't really see that. Ugh. Okay, more glowing shit? These marks. I haven't seen them before. Okay. I don't love the camera because it zooms in way too much, but okay. Fine. Just there's like a lot of zooming. Quite close up in general. But it's fine, we're just trapped in like a maze, mayhaps. Okay, we're about to go outside. Remember. It's like Y to jump, which is kind of weird. Normally it's B, on my controller at least. Ooh, wait, there's goop escaping. Escape goop? Hello? This light is floating. And you were chill with the glowing fucking writing in these ruins. But floating light? No, sir, that's too much. Let's interact as B instead of... Okay, wait, there's a staircase. Alright. Kind of snazzy looking. Also kind of gives a chance of sonar energy a little bit. Faceless people. Well, we're not entirely faceless, but we're kind of faceless. I got this in an itch.io bundle like ago. So it is an older game. I think this came out in 2017. Older, not old. That is. Looks very cool though. I don't like the camera as I mentioned because it's like the fact that I can't control it myself and it is a little bit wacky. But the controls otherwise are fine. Even though it's not, it literally says controllers, like controller controls are not like officially supported, but mileage may vary, it says. So, I don't know this language yet, it feels familiar. The words read, one part is free at last. Okay. Ooh, wait! Magic wall, look at that. Kinda sick. I do like, oh, the lighting is really nice. That is sick. Mysterious wall that I can go through. Doing again, weird camera shit, but we can thrive here. I don't even know if I'm meant to go this way, but I'm just going. I feel like as long as we can climb around here, then we should be alright. Not too bad. It's a bit more adventure-y than platformy than I expected, but not in a bad one. Can I go up here? We go around here though. Oh! Don't die. Hey, you can climb. Good to know. I don't know if I'm meant to go this way, but kind of going. There we go. Oh, okay, I was meant to go this way. Ooh. That is a dodgy bridge. No key. I don't trust that. It's very serene. It does give really strong journey energy. Okay, you were meant to go this way. I've not played Journey. What? Brother, almost died there. Oops. Oopsie. I do have plans to do this. Maybe you wanted to go this way. Definitely this one. Oh! Okay, the perspective is messing me up a lot. But it doesn't seem like we can insta-dies. That's fine. Check this out. The words are mostly covered with sand. I think it starts with but not. You could probably... Oh, door opens. Jump. Mistake. Oh yeah, and also I finished my rewatch of Stranger Things Season 1 and I've started Season 2 now. I've watched like the first episode. Season 1 is a good one. I did not remember that the finale of Season 1 had so much flashing lights. in the final episode has a lot of flashing lights. Like, it was like okay to watch for me specifically, but it was a little bit. It was like on the edge of just little enough that I can sort of not be super bothered by it, but I did really like the second season. The first episode already starts off like way less in. I don't even know if we're meant to go this way. We're just okay, maybe not. Oh, I think we're meant to go in the front with the grass bit. That was fun. And then I am also, I did get to finish it before I started stream, but I was watching the new episode of Last Week Tonight, and oh my god, it's such an excellent episode, but really depressing. About the Alliance Defense of Freedom or whatever, ADF organization, who are behind a lot of the anti-LGBT lawsuits in the US. They are very dismaying, but he's absolutely on fire. Commenting. Great episode, but very, very, very maddening, because so much of anything bad that happens in the US in terms of like legal developments can be traced back to some like Christian lobbying group. That is actually so sad. Can I go in here? Ooh. Bash in that door. There was like one game, I forgot. I think I watched someone play this. I didn't play this myself. It was about exploring tombs. It was haunted by a queen and king tomb. That interesting vibe. Climb up. You go up here? At times. The thing does. Middle of the road. Oh my god. Big camera swing. Okay, come on. I feel cold near these stones. This one says, even the great walls won't stand forever. Okay, that wall is going. I did want to check to this straight in. Okay, there was it. Keep accidentally going the way that that is like meant for me, rather than just like exploring, and then I've already ruined too good. Good. This way. Staircase. It's not less platforming. It's not more adventure. There is some platform. Very serene. Love the lighting. What's that? Is that a maze? Looks very mazy. Okay, let's go. Wall you have to go to, or like is that... Oh wait, there's a that Oh. Oh. That do? Alas, it's definitely like a way to get outside this maze. For what purpose, I do not know. I think it's to run to the other side. Okay, maybe not. Don't know what the purpose of this exit, but maybe go this way. A lot of magic walls. Guess it's like a shortcut to just go back to the start. I don't know. Because crazy. Yeah. I think there's more buttons you have to press to like get some. Yeah, but go a bit further here. I did see another entrance to the maze. Don't love that. It looks like from a lot of angles that the walls are arches, even though none of these, like none of the areas that actually are possible have an arch design. It just feels like it should work. We're gonna go to the other end. Left. One goes in a dead end. By order. Hopefully. Oh, there's a button. I see. It's not too bad, but it is a little bit like, oh, you can see. Oh, you can see, not you can see, but you know, you can tell that this was made to add length to the game. It's kind of like meta reasons. It doesn't even matter if that was like the reason that they did this, but it just reads like that, if that makes sense. Because you're like, oh, you chose the furthest possible location for these buttons to be at. when that isn't necessary for this to be a good part of the game. I think I can walk through one bit. Not 100%. That reads. Oh, now this is, I can't understand. Is it like you don't have to press all the buttons, you have to like press one of the buttons at one time and then like, oh my god. I thought it was about like press all the buttons. But don't. We have a little run around. It's a bit painful because we only have one speed. One speed time. Let me see if there's like a... Okay, you can't, you only have 2 entries. Okay. Probably because the reason why I keep thinking it is a path and but that it isn't is because the color of the walls and the color of the floor is like almost the same. So from a lot of angles it just looks like, oh, that is a path to go through when it isn't. Oh, there's... Is that the button we just pressed or is it... You know what I mean? Walls. It makes sense because this is like likely made out of sandstone and this is sand, but for me personally I just keep thinking something is a path when it isn't, which isn't. I have my hater goggles on today, I don't know. Not really. It's just like criticism. I do have forgiveness for the fact that this was like a game jam project, so you do have limited time. But that doesn't mean I won't have thoughts. I think this wall moved, but this doesn't have a purpose. The path like up high, but I don't... Big. Yeah. This is not a case where you can soft lock yourself by thinking, oh, I have to just press all the buttons. Can't unpress them. Can't do this. I don't even know why we're meant to get to the center of this. There's just like nothing there. That's true. Alright, maybe we are making progress. Oh, I think we are. Just a confusing maze. It really is the longest possible path you could make this maze in. Which does annoy me. It doesn't need to have that big of maze. On the contrary, it actually makes it a worse maze. Extend this as long as you possibly can. But we should have made... Oh my god. Oh, it is just a staircase then. That did annoy me a bit. Because it's the visual thing making it difficult to distinguish floors and walls, and then just like literally the maximum path by snaking us around the entire fucking thing like 5 times. Even if you are really good at this, you have to run around it like 3 times. And the center is like the longest path you could make that into. Okay, we are inside now though. Yippee! Oh. Oh my god, that was very confusing. Ooh, this is good. This is like the color scheme that I've seen. My head starts to tingle when I get it. This is like the color scheme that I saw in the itch page. Oh, oh. God damn it, I love how it took the game a second to realize, oh, I jumped out of border. Nope. God damn it. The perspective is really difficult. Come on, we can do this. Oop, oop. Back there? Yes. Really doing a lot with perspective. Hard, but I can do it. I love the lighting. Where the fuck am I at? What is this perspective that you... Oh my god. Oh, and I imagine we have to escape. Like, not be caught by the light. Don't know if that's accurate or not. Okay, there's hidey things now, so... Maybe that makes sense. Oh yeah, now the crouching comes in. Oh fucking hell, Jesus Christ. What the hell? Oh my god, please. What? Who's... Yeah, I think I have to run over when it's like all the way to the right. And then crouch. Run! Crouch. Brother, I'm literally in the shadow! What? I did not expect this to have stealth sections. Oh shit, I should have... Oh, I forgot to pat it on. That is not what I thought this game would turn into. Why is this labeled as a platformer game? Not really as a platformer in much of anything. It does have a little bit of jumping, but that's not really... Oh shit, I forgot again. The core of the game is not really platforming. Apparently stealth adventure shit. Okay. I need to sprint over and then crouch here. and then run. Thank God it wasn't. Okay. Taking the boat. Why are we up here? What from? What? Gonna go in the water. Don't understand what the game wants from me here. To be real. Please don't put me back then. On here, on the boat. Great. That's not what. Maybe the boat is meant to move, but I don't know how to move. I'm up here. Wait, there was a thing there. There's something inside. It seems alive. That's creepy. The thing just there. Oh! The boat moved by itself. Did not understand that. I don't know if we're meant to go up here or not. Chill. Boat again. Oh, yeah. Understood the assignment. I don't know if that's correct. Oh, what do you want from me? Oh my god. Want me to be here? No, I don't understand where. Hello? Oh my god. There's some side, seems alive. And that somehow triggers the boat to move. Just gonna chill here, maybe? I have no idea if that's high enough to hide us, though. So let's just hope and pray. Now this really gives Sonar energy. Sorry. Carbonation got to me. We went the carbonation. I'm gonna light a candle. There we go. I've got a iced tea, peach iced tea candle that I'm trying to use up as a gift for a friend. It was just like a loose candle, but I put it in a candle glass. I do have a bit of a collection right now of. Okay, we're about to. Hopefully, this is like high enough to hide it. It is. Yeah. Oh, there's gonna be more though. You can tell. Because I do have like 5 candles, I think. Aside from the one that's burning, so 6 total right now. So I have the peppermint bark one, which oh, it's behind us. Oh my god. I didn't even pay attention. Sorry, I was looking at the candles. Which obviously is a Christmassy scent. Oh, I gotta do the whole. Not loving this section though, because it's just like this boat is so slow. Unlike Chance of Sonar, you don't really get to. Like, obviously, there you also have to wait for like certain openings, but at least you get to control how fast you move or when you move. Where here you just have to like wait for this really long segment. But yeah, peppermint bark, which I got like a few months ago, like before Christmas, but I didn't end up burning too much of it before Christmas, so I don't know. Might keep it until the end of the year. Then I have a cozy vanilla cappuccino one. Then I do have I have a strawberry one, a watermelon one, and the espresso martini one that I bought recently. That was such a steal. And obviously the peach iced tea one that I'm burning right now. Yep. I don't really know where the hell I'm gonna... Oh, behind the barrels at the top! Because the laser's coming from the direction that we are looking from. Yeah, I just got why we climb up there. This also really is Limbo vibes. Never having played that, but I've watched people play it. But, now we gotta climb up here and then hide behind it. Are you kidding me? I adjusted my position and it somehow made him uncrouch. That makes no sense. Oh my god. Don't like stealth in video games, and this is particularly annoying stealth. Yeah, like, why did he, like, jump up when I walk against this? Accidentally. I just need to crouch. Alas. There we go. We have a little candle collection for them sat there. Oh yeah, and otherwise I've continued reading The Life of Puppets, as I mentioned. I'm now 150 or so pages into the book, and it's now picking up the pace. There's drama. There was just like a huge reveal. The section where I'm at. Obviously not gonna spoil it, but big drama. And it's very much like kicking off like the typical hero's journey. Like at first we kind of meet the main character in their home and it's like, oh, everything's nice, but then something happens and they have to go on a quest. So now we're literally at the like heading off to the quest section of this. I'm really hoping that the barrels is what you're meant to do here, because I'm just like annoyed about this passage already. So do not adjust your position. I'm just gonna go behind this barrel, because I think it's coming from the left-ish, left front, but I can't tell if this is enough. Apparently yes. Please let this be the last one. I don't want to have it. But rule of thirds is like a thing. Oh, there's one that's like gonna... Oh shit. Hello? What am I meant to do here? God damn it. What did it want for me to do? There. It's coming from above us. Where the hell? Okay, let me look at this thing. Does it want me to crouch under the... Can you crouch under this? Okay. Understand. This is a very annoying segment. Because you have to wait for this like slow-ass boat ride every time. At least I now know the hiding position. I just didn't understand where the fuck it wants me to hide. That's just my speculation that it wants me to hide on the table. Also, I'm excited for tomorrow because I'm going shopping with my mum. I haven't seen her in ages. I haven't seen her since like March. So I'm really happy to see her, and I finally get to give her her birthday presents. Ignore the fact that it's quite delayed, but you know, we both were quite busy. And I'm really hoping to buy some new waterproof shoes. Obviously, I'm a fashion gaze, so I do have multiple pairs of shoes, but none of the ones I have in current rotation are really that waterproof. If you're wondering, this is the law. I have one pair that's waterproof, but that's like leather work boots that I have, that I wear for work a lot, obviously, and I don't want to wear them all the time because I like them and I don't want to overwear them, basically. I have that. Like, this is like active rotation. I do have like a pair of formal shoes that I don't wear that much because they're formal shoes, but wait. I have those, then I have like my slip-on Vans, which I love, but they're not waterproof. They're fucking fabric shoes. And then I have 3 like sneakers slash like Converse type shoes, but all of these are not waterproof either because they are canvas shoes. Shocker. So, but I had one pair of winter boots that were I swear to God, please let this section be over. Crouch on the table. I had a pair of winter shoes which were obviously waterproof, but the soles wore down on the, like, in the middle of them, so they just wore enough down to be leaky. I was very annoyed because I had them on like a while back when it was raining, and then suddenly was like, oh, why is my foot getting wet? I'm like, oh shit. But they were really worn down anyway. I've been wearing them like as my only winter shoe pair for like 3 years straight. So those are gone. Meaning I'd need a new pair. Obviously it doesn't need to be a winter pair now because I'm not in need of winter shoes until it's winter again, but a waterproof pair would be great. I do have an umbrella in my, at least my work backpack. I have one stationed permanently, but that still doesn't mean I want to wear fabric shoes when it's like pouring down because you're stepping in puddles and shit. So I do want to try and see if I can get a waterproof pair of shoes tomorrow. And I do want to check out, because I mentioned there's a Sephora, and where we are going there is a Sephora, so I do want to test smell the other Kayali scents, because I did love the, like, I really like the Vanilla 28 one, and I'm super impressed by the longevity. As I mentioned, I'm blown away that by the time I got home I was still smelling it on like my wrist, so that was like unexpected. I was like, oh, I expect this to be like longer lasting than my previous experience, but not that much. So I do want to like test smell their other scents in the Sephora, and then like decide, do I want to get a sampler of theirs as well, or do I want to, oh, where are we going? Oh, there's the staircase. Or do I, what? Hello? Oh, you want me to go down this specific staircase? The other ones, no. Oh my god. What's this? The words in the stone are hard to read. A path the others can't see. Yeah, because I'm elite and can move through Matacas wall. Made it through this section. So I do want to just test smell them and then decide, do I want a sampler, or do I like one of these that I'm smelling here enough that I want to get like a travel size perhaps of that already. Because I do want to try and go in. Honestly, the travel sizes are like decent price. Like 20 euro-ish. And it's 10 mLs, which based on how much you don't need to use that much, so really that's gonna last you a while. But I feel like I kind of want to see in terms of my commitment level if I like any of them enough smelling them in the Sephora. You know, granted they have them at my particular Sephora. I don't know, there's like 2 ones that I have like access to, and we go to like the one. If it doesn't have, I'll check the other one. That one's like not as exciting. This is not near any place I normally go. But anyway, ooh, very dramatic wide glance here. So I'm very excited. I do want to test about that, and then just kind of have a little vibe. Perhaps go to a cafe with my mum. That'd be nice. And of course, give her her birthday present, which is the sweater vest I crocheted. I haven't crocheted as much recently. Like, after I finished that project, I was kind of like, ugh. I still have all the squares for that one square cardigan I want to make, but I'm not motivated to sew at the moment. And then I have a bunch of yarn for other projects, but I haven't really settled on any. That's why I've not yapped about crocheting as much. You're wondering. It's very bright. Hi, Hiccup! Oh my god, Hiccup in the yellow chat. Hi, how are you? We are playing a little indie game right now, and I'm yapping a bit. This is a very different experience than I expected it to be. I'm so sleepy. How are you? I'm good, I'm good. I had board game night with my friends yesterday, so I'm hyped up from that still. I'm going shopping with my mum tomorrow. Is it a horror game? Not really. It's kind of more like... It's kind of more in the limbo direction a little bit. There was like a stealth section and stuff, but it's more exploration, like a journey kind of game. Ooh. Oh, I see! Parts the others cannot see. Yeah, I thought this was a platformer game, but it's really more exploration and like puzzles. But it has a bit of an annoying camera. I kind of had the horror jump scares, people giggles. That is very fair. Yeah, this does not have jump scares. No worries. This is a lot more like puzzle heavy. I really like the lighting and the art style is quite cool. I don't like the camera, and I didn't like the stealth section personally. But I just don't like stealth in video games really. Go this way. And it had a very extended maze section. This maze is cooler though. Okay, this is gonna be a dead end. Stealth is so nerve-wracking. Yeah, and this one was like you were on a slow-ass boat ride, and there was 3 times you had to hide from... This is what I meant, nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking is a hard word to write. It'll be fine. And yeah, I don't know how you say it. Omega lol. You got there. We got what you meant. Okay, we did. This was not the way to go, clearly. This is gonna be a huge wall. I've understood. Okay, I guess. Let me just check this out. Maybe, imagine there's like one slot here that isn't a wall. No, unfortunately not. But yeah, so I had like a section where you had to hide 3 times from like searchlights, and you were on a boat the whole time, a really slow boat. So I didn't love that personally, but that is just me. Come on, that is a way to go. This is a fun maze. I like this one. Come on, we can do this. Okay, this is a dead end. That is so evil of them. Wait, what about this way? Come on, we're so close. It hates us for real. Wait! Please! Yes! We did it! Okay, this was a cool maze. I like that a lot. Cool mechanics. Go, let's get some lore. It reads, the path begins with you. Lurking again because I'm still traveling death. Is that death? Yeah. But have a good one, Lovejers. Lovejers! Enjoy your travels. Slash good luck on the travels, depending on if it's like for enjoyment or not. I think you mentioned what you were traveling for, but I don't. Did do. Oh god. I'm running into the light, guys. This is very bright. Flashbang for real. It's so bright, it's making me see that my monitor's a tad dirty. I'm just while I'm holding this, running forward, I'm just gonna wipe off my monitor. And that was the game! Brother! Wait, using the bright light to see any spots made for Wizard Day. Because this is a Game Jam game, which I do forgive a lot of things because of that, to be fair. I think this is a game that kind of like, this is me speculating, I don't know anything about the person making this game. Obviously solo dev game, pretty cool as well, but this really seemed like someone who is very good at art style, atmosphere, lighting, but maybe not the most experienced at sort of game design, like level design specifically, because it felt like it has like a lot of cool things. Like it had cool visuals, it had the cool like pull-up maze. I thought that was nice, but the camera was really weird for a preset camera. It was either really far away or really close. I didn't love that. It was hard to see, like in the later part of the game, it's hard to see your character. There's a bit of perspective fuckery, but that's like not too much of a problem. Really thought there would be more platforming. There was a lot more like stealth and hiding than I expected. Story is kind of like a bit vague. I don't mind that to be honest though. I just didn't like the stealth sections because they really were drawn out, and there was a lot of times in the game where I felt like the person making this game had a time limit that they wanted to hit for the length of the game, or had to hit to take part of this game jam. So instead of having it organically reach that length, they they always chose the longest possible way for something to take. So, for example, having the stealth section be on the slow-ass boat, or have the maze be the furthest distances you have possibly got to walk to reach the center of the maze. All of those things just really grated on me personally. I would give this a 3.5 out of 5, under the contingency that this is a game jam game made by one person. So it doesn't need to have like the craziest lore, in my opinion. It is also, if you're wondering, name your own price on itch.io. So if you want to play it, you can even play it for free. Put the link here. There you go. If you want to check it out, I think this person really had a good grasp on lighting and atmosphere. It really had that ethereal vibe. Did have that energy of like Limbo inside as well. A bit Journey from the setting at the start, with kind of this deserty setting. I like that, but I do think level design is a bit weak. It's relying on a lot of classic stretch out techniques, and the camera was very wacky. Also at the end, that like walking into complete white bright light was really, it was a bit much, okay? Not as bad as like flashing lights, but I felt like a bit flashbang, you know? But it was a cute little experience. I did enjoy my time with this one. And I'm so glad I was able to play with controller, because Jesus Christ, I hate not being able to customize my controls. But that was fun. That was a fun little time. I'm glad to have knocked down another game from our unplayed game list. Let me get some music going, because we are about to go into the craft. I want to do a big Terraform project today. This one, right? Go. Because last time we played Twinkle SMP. There we go. If you don't know, we built a windmill recently for our farming area, but the farmland and the windmill are not in the same land, and I kind of want to change that. I want to connect that differently, and also do a bit of decoration, make it look a bit nicer, and also kind of doing a side quest of setting up an eventual takedown of the Ender Dragon. So that means doing more stuff with the village. I also have had this idea of moving the village over by basically building a new village across from the starter base, and have just a bit more of an accessible way to work, and just make like a nice trading hall, that kind of shit, essentially. But that's like more down the line. Right now, we are just gonna see if we can make the terrain look a bit better and work a bit more the way that I imagine. There we go. So yeah, as you can see in the distance, we have a windmill now. I think it turned out really cute. Why is the FPS so bad? Did I not dedicate enough? No, it's fine. What are you doing, Minecraft? Why is the FPS so bad? What are you doing? Okay, it's recovering, Like, why are you at like 45 FPS? Okay, let's go down. So, let's get a little bit of a lay of the land. Do that though, I'm just gonna immediately grab some sand and some sandstone. Actually, no. No sand, so we need dirt, ideally. Because I did also want to transform the area a bit better. Grab some dirt. Okay, the one thing we really need that we do not have at the moment, we do have level 48, is a Silk Touch shovel, because I really want grass on that island. So let us, and the good thing is we have like not the most amount of diamonds, unfortunately, but a diamond shovel is in the budget. Could do that. There we go. I'm still so proud of this windmill. It's like it turned out really good, and I did take inspiration for the blades, but I designed the like exact ones myself, so I'm super happy. Okay, this is our mill. Okay, we also did upgrade this one to be. Okay, so we obviously have mending. We're gonna put that on sap. I was also thinking we should probably incorporate some soul sand things. Okay, good, but not exactly what we wanted. Some soul sand into like a road system, just because I really forget how quick you are with soul speed. Oops. Okay, we need some books. And just hope we get... Okay, let's sleep and then try and get a Silk Touch book, because I do not mind, honestly, a efficiency 4 on making 3 shovels, so I'm not going to undo that one. And we're really not in the position to have loads of spare diamonds. Really got to get on more diamond mining at some point, but we were pretty unlucky on Twinkle recipe last time we did it. Let me see. Surely you're going to be nice to us. Okay, you're not. Great. But we do have a good amount of extra levels to just really... Silk Touch! Thank you, game. Love you. Love when it just works out. Perfect. And we have a good amount of extra XP to just be silly goofy with it. Okay. Bum. Where is our anvil? There we go. Anvil's probably gonna break. 2. Other way around, probably gonna be expensive. Yes. 2. And then I'm gonna name this one. Silky. Like Wally. There we go. Excellent. Okay. Because I do want to just grab some dirt, but also some grass to make the island work. Head on out into the world. I do really want to try and sort of map out where I'd want the new village to go. So I have this idea, but I think we're gonna do the transformation, then do like a little bit of an idea planning, maybe in creative, and then do that if we have time. I do want to have a different design where I want to kind of go with like a not really like a tower in the middle of the village, but kind of, if I can make that work. Do we have mob catcher? No, we don't have mob catcher. Okay, we're gonna do some train designs then. But I was thinking of like having a 2-story trading hall. I have no idea if that's even feasible. This world is meant to be more vanilla, so we don't have the mob catcher mod in here, and I also don't think that one's even available for 1.21. So even if we wanted to, I don't think we could do it. Let's see. We could do just a traditional way, which is just a train line, the way we've done it on Professor P back in the day. Back in my day. There we go. Let's grab ourselves a nice amount of grass. Excellent. Yeah, just want like a stack of grass blocks, honestly. That should be enough, because we could just use dirt and then have it spread. Back in the stack, perfect. Go in the back, and then we're gonna grab it. Yeah, so kind of like I was thinking of this 2-story tall kind of center stage trading area, but then have a little bit of a aesthetic village around it. Not necessarily the way that I had it set up on Evergreen, where each villager is housed in their own house, just because yeah, more complicated if you don't have the mob catcher thing. And I don't want to copy, like not copy, but I don't want to repeat the same concept. But more like, I just want to have like different storage buildings around it, but they look like little houses. To give the appearance as if it was a full village. That was that. You can honestly leave the old one where it is potentially. We don't really need to move it per se. But we're just gonna evacuate. We're just gonna move all the villagers that live there to be closer to our base. Like, not super close, but kind of on the other shore, essentially. Okay, there we go. Pigs. Jesus Christ, I just got jump scared by the pigs. There we go. Nom, 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 nom. Nom, 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 nom. Ooh. There we go, there we go. I'm still not over the longevity of that perfume chat. That was actually so crazy to me. This goes to show that like no one in my family really does do like fancy perfumes either. My dad does fancy aftershaves, but that's like it. I'm like, you know what, I don't mind aftershave, but the problem I always have is a lot of them are like too musky for me. I just don't like musky scents that much at all. I'm like, where's that emote that perfectly sums up my feeling when I smell really musky aftershave? This one. Yeah. Yeah. It's just not my vibe, and I feel like it smells like okay on me, but like, yeah, I just don't like it. It just really upsets me greatly. So I actually don't use an aftershave because I haven't found one that I like. I use like a balm because I don't like it. And you do need to have something if you shave. Also don't shave on your body, but like if you shave your face or anything else. It's like, I don't know, depending on how finicky your skin is, but generally it's a good thing because it prevents you to have any kind of ingrown hairs or anything like that. Yeah, so I just don't, pig again, I just don't use any aftershave. Maybe one day I'll find one I like, but so far I haven't. Pick some flowers while we're here. Never have too many flowers, especially because we want to. Oops, sorry. We want to decorate the new farmland area. Just right on the little island bits around the windmill. I actually don't want it to be usable land. Like I want it to be aesthetic land, like a bit of decoration and stuff. Oh, that should be enough. There we go. I was well impressed. I love that windmill still. So happy with it. Let me go. Okay, perfect. We're on the right side as well already. I was thinking like in the back here, like not immediately right behind the windmill, but more like here. This is still an island here, and that's not like immediately right in front of my base. What I had in mind was actually another shovel right now. Is we have this path go behind the windmill instead of in front, Take this. Actually. Take this out and then let the water in because it's just annoying to dig in water. Take this trench a bit deep. Already wanted to deepen this. Just not even gonna about picking next step. Yeah, let's take this a bit deeper just to give that island. I already wanted to water this anyway. Hate digging while I'm in water. There we go, not bad. And basically close this out. Ugh. Oh, closed. Have water. Sleep first. Hold on. Pause real quick and get a new drink. Right back. There we go. Okay, perfect. Get a bucket at some point. Oh, we do have one on. Perfect. Go. Down. Up. Like having this section around it, so that's like a natural division between the areas that are filled with crops and the areas that are just for decoration. Oh, I love how this is coming along. It's almost fully aged. So nice. I do want to have this like array with up either. Actually, this like one block. That way, that fence can be extended further as well. There we go. Connection done. This island is now a lot bigger. It's gonna work out nice. Yet to really work out, but we can do that. Yeah. So hard to walk around it. Just got the water through though. Not too bad. Oh. Wrong. Sure that water from here already. Oh, I can't. Like that it's a lot deeper here. Do this. So perfect. That. Water source. out here. Bit. Not that I hate the most about manual creation, having to do really weird shit. Here. Hopefully this will. Oh no. Also go up. No. Looks like ass here though. Can I remove? Okay, thank fucking Christ. That's such a weird hack to fix water in Minecraft, because it doesn't matter what the water is doing right now. It's always got this weird memory. Was in the past. Wheat. Okay, that looks about right, pretty close. Yes. Looking a little wavier than I would have liked, but those edges, I think those is fine. Go. Oh, fuck no. Oh, it looks good, but it's not as good as the water normally is. Let's first save strat as I did before, which is just to replace outer edge of the island with dirt. Right, trim this a bit. Not this much. Should sleep this time. I'm gonna have it a little less huge. Go, have it a bit merged out there, and then do this part. Yeah, not too bad. There's an artificial island lighting here. Established, I want. Kind of a border. Go. There we go, not too bad. There we go, nice. Distinguishing bit. But obviously we gotta remember to plant grass blocks. This place is... That's not where I wanted that to go, god damn it. Go one higher. We're actually not down here. Just at the top here. There we go, slay, slay. You here, here. You. You. Here. This. Cute, I think. Might do a custom tree in the back here because we have a lot of space. But I do want to have this be a decorative island, not really a purpose island. Well, we do have purpose, have not. So, looking pretty is also a purpose. Should have said utility, with less utility. Go. God, sand is easier to remove than dirt. Lava pain. especially because everything around us is very much sand and should remain sand. Having a little bit of space occupied by greenery is quite nice. Have this, there's a line for it to go follow. These bottom bits here definitely would assume that means what's up. Hi Dusty, how are you? Doing well, we're doing big terraforming in Minecraft right now. Hope you're doing well. Dark, you just broke your finger, oh no! Rip. Rip indeed. Smoothing it out. So it's okay, we're looking okay. Skating, damn! What kind of skate equipment do you use? Are you a skateboarder, longboarder, roller skates? I tried. I could not get the hang of skateboarding at all. I don't really have that kind of balanced skateboarding, fair enough. I did do longboarding a little bit when I was younger, but I was also not that good at it. I did know how to roller skate though. Specifically inline, if anyone knows what they are. Basically they have like all the wheels in a row rather than two sets of two. The thing is, I learned at my after-school activity thing how to inline skate, and I really loved it. I was really good at it. But I always used this one specific pair at the after-school because it's obviously like not just one child using it. It was like loads of kids using it. Those inliners were kind of chunky, like the wheels didn't spin necessarily as efficient as a fresh pair would. But I learned on those, so I was used to that speed. But then I got my own pair for Christmas once, and literally almost died the first time I used them because they were so smooth. So smooth that I just couldn't. Like, I was way faster with them than I ever was on the ones I learned on. And I was really not great at braking, as in like stopping them. So I put them on and I skated in the neighborhood that I lived in at the time. Need more dirt. And I lived at the top of a hill. So I went down this hill, and that hill led right to an intersection, like a big intersection. And I couldn't stop, and I was like going full speed. I was really, really fucking fast. So because I couldn't tilt my, like, even if I tilted my heel back to do the little stoppy thing that inliners have, it just didn't work how I wanted it to. So hold on. Yeah, no, it was not great. So my one way that I had to stop was I clung to a light post on the way and basically wrapped myself around it. It really hurt, but I did stop. And that made me realize I didn't really do well with a brand new pair of inline skates because they were, well, like a lot more oiled basically than my experience. I also knew how to do unicycle. I think I could still do it, but I haven't done it in a lot of years. You were hopping on cars with your friends, you hit a crack, fell into a fence, I bent 3 of your fingers back. Oof, that is rough. I did like all of them. I did obviously biking, like regular biking, then did inline skating, I did unicycling, and I also did ice skating. Like, because I knew how to inline skate, ice skating was actually not that hard to learn for me. Unicycle I was like not too bad with actually, but again, because I had it at my after school, I could just like practice but I don't own my own, so, and I never owned my own, so since I haven't gone there, I've not really done it. I used to skate a lot like 3 years ago, but quit because literally couldn't go to one gym class all year. Fair enough. Need more dirt. You tore your hip flexor. Oof, oof. Rip. That's rough. I randomly had a... This is very silly to me because I got a... In 5th grade, damn. I got a... What's the word? I got like a... What is referred to as like an exercise or sports injury despite not doing like a lot of sports when I was in my 6th or 7th grade. So I randomly got like a bruised knee. But yeah. And I was like, I didn't even know, I still to this day don't know how the fuck this happened. But it happened. So because of that I had to, what's the word? I had to rest my knee. I wasn't allowed to do exercise for like 6 weeks. Which at the time I took 2 classes outside of school that were exercise related that I no longer could do. Well, that 6 week or something period. One of which was badminton. Excellent, I love badminton. And the other was hip hop dance. I know. And it was like a very cool class. I took it with one of my friends at the time. It was very funny. And just good vibes. You post the thing when you tripped on a tree and rolled down the hill. Oof. That is rough. That is rough. So I couldn't do breaking your wrist and both feet. Damn, that's rough. Jesus. That is very rough. I'm fortunate that I've not broken anything ever. I've just had like bruises or like swelling or anything like that, but no breaks. Pretty sturdy bones. I was very annoyed because of this like sports injury that I didn't even get by doing sports. You were cooked, gang. That was like, oh my gosh, it's spread 3 blocks already. That's excellent. That is intense cookery indeed. But yeah, that sports injury preventing me from going to the hip hop class was such an unfortunate thing because after I returned, they had made the most asinine decision you've ever heard in your life. Like I took this class, I was I think 14 or so. No, actually it wasn't 14, it was younger. Like 12. And I had this group which was basically like the teens group, which is the one me and my friend were in. The good thing is I broke my ring finger. If I fell, I can still catch myself, so I'm getting back on the grind. That is good. Catching yourself and preventing more serious injury is a good thing. Wishing your finger good recovery. Oh yeah, but yeah, they made this the most asinine decision of all time when in that time span, thanks for that, from when I was off of the hip hop dance club. So they had the teen group and they had a kids group. But for some reason they made the decision in that 6 week time span to combine the groups. So they had us, which was the 12 plus age group, so most people are like 12 to 16 or so. They had us combined with the like elementary school age group, where it was like kids 6 to 10, 12 or so. And it was not a good decision. It was not a good decision because obviously the coordination level A is different for these age groups, but also we would have to have a lot more kiddie songs to dance to compared to the ones we previously did. So yeah, even after I got back with my knee healed, I quit that group, like that exercise class, unfortunately. That was like the last time I've done any kind of out of school organized sports. I don't know. And now when I'm older, I'm kind of like, even though I don't hate group sports necessarily, it's just annoying to do a sport that you depend on other people to be able to do, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna... So I just go to the gym. Because then I could just go when I want and I don't have to wait or do any scheduling or planning. go over there. I do want to try, like, one of my friends, I talked to them literally yesterday about this. I do want to go swimming more, but I don't love going swimming by myself. Like, I don't know, it's just a bit boring. Well, not that boring, but you know what I mean. Like, it's a little bit like, you know, of all the sports you can do by yourself, swimming is kind of, I connect a lot more to being a social activity as well as an exercise activity. So, me and this one friend, I'm gonna try to go swimming together just because I feel like it'd be fun, you know? I really do like swimming, I just don't go a lot. Hoover up these cities. Good amount of stacks. Really. There we go. Got these dirt blocks. I think it's fine. That is okay. Back. I actually made a lot of progress already on making this island, so I'm happy about that. Just gonna extend the farmland to the farmland areas and then do a lot of decorative stuff around the actual windmill. Very nice. And clear out the area behind it for the village. We're not gonna do the village, I don't think, but it's vibing. So, bop, bop, bop. Area we're definitely gonna fix up a situation. Look, it's looking nice. I change out a bit here. What about dirt? Make it look a little bit nicer and more coherent throughout, but it's not like urgent. There we go. Hey. Also, I'm so excited for Gamescom this year, chatters. We already talked. I know Blue wants to go for one day. One of my other friends is working on the convention, like one of the convention booths again. So we'll see if he has time to like walk around the floor. I'm gonna try chat this time. I gotta probably do this like either this month or next month. I'm gonna try and see if I can get like press access. Don't think we'll get it, guys, but you know, you're never gonna get anything if you don't try, you know? But that would be great. If you don't know anything about Gamescom, it is one of the top gaming conventions in the world, and it's the biggest one in Europe, and I think #3 in the world. And it is in Germany, which is super accessible to me personally, and I love going. I've gone for many, many years. Not like every single year, but I went to the first one after they changed the name of the location, and I've gone, I think, like 6 times, maybe more total. I've gone twice since I started streaming. One time I was, I think, out of the country. Yeah, I was in Manchester one time when it was happening, so I couldn't go because I was out of the country. But whenever I can go, I will go. And it's normally from like in August, and it happens from Thursday to Sunday. But they do have a Wednesday, which is press only, like press and exhibitors. So you get a whole day where the average crowd isn't going to be there, so it's a lot more chill. And obviously you get to connect to a load of different game developers, you get to like have a bit more of an opportunity to speak to people as well. I know my friend L, who makes Tiny Life, obviously he gets access because he's a game developer, but because I'm not, I don't have an official company or anything, so I don't get developer access, but I could get press access as a content creator. So I do want to try and apply this year. Maybe we get it, maybe we don't. Be nice if we did. Yeah, I need to fix the grass spreading down there. Not to go there. But either way, regardless of if I would get that press access and could go on the Wednesday or not, I would for sure go at least like 1, if not 2 days on the public days as well, just because last time they had so many cool activities and the year before as well. Or the year before, because I didn't go 2023, mentioned. So let me do the carrots first. Carrots aren't. Just to tell you, not on top of this, just. I think it's gonna look really cool when it's just like surrounding everything. Let me actually have a look. We do need more stuff, okay. Let me actually go back, grab some fences and some trapdoors. Add additional water bits and also some torches. Yeah, I'm super excited for it, and at my game night I was like catching up with a few friends, and some of my other friends might also go, so that'd be super fun. And that's another reason why I will for sure go multiple days, because when I'm going with my friends, obviously it's a bit more of a collaborative thing, but I am very much a completionist, and also I'm going there as, like, not to sound super pretentious, but for professional reasons. This time, like last year, I got asked multiple times if I had a business card, which I was like, what the fuck? Okay, no, I don't. But this year I've got the plan to make some, but I need to like write that down honestly, because let me actually write that down right now, because I want to be able to give people like my card, right, if they want to reach out for anything. There we go. So, because it's just a really good opportunity to meet people and to kind of just form those connections and see what happens. And there have been opportunities, like games I've got to either got like a review copy or early access or anything like that, because of the like me reaching out or me like literally talking to them at Gamescom or me reaching out afterwards. So it is really, really helpful. And that's trapdoor. It's really helpful. There we go. Torch. Excellent. In getting sort of a foot in the door, so to speak. Kind of just like, I will go multiple days anyway, depending on how many of my friends have time. I do want to go 2 days at least. Last year I was originally planning to go 1 day, but then I literally bought a ticket at the end of the first day because I wanted to go another day. And I got some really cool goodies last year. I'm super excited for that this year, of course. Also, I'm excited for my birthday, but I haven't picked like exactly what I want to do. Oh. So that's still a work in progress. I have some ideas, but I haven't decided. But I'm hyped for it either way, though. Line. Kind of like the things that I connect with summer. It's games come in my birthday. I see. Really hoping that this year they'll have something for Professor Layton already. Not going in with the expectation that oh, this is potatoes. This is potatoes. Why am I planting carrots here? There you go. I thought that they do look similar. This texture pack. Well then. Oh. Back. Go. Just this lower bit, not the top. Go. We got home. Got the flowers. Is okay, here's the ends. Yeah. Yep, perfect. Potato area, and then after, obviously, the beetroot area. Or nice. Oh, nice, nice. Okay. This section obviously is going to be planted over, and then this. Ran out of fence here. That's silly. Root time. Inside. Not too bad actually. Very happy with this area. Water. Go. Moisture here. This looks so gorgeous with all the grass spreading. Yippee! Very happy with this. Go slay, and then we just have the bits. Go. Water. Probably not, actually. A lot bigger than I thought. Maybe. You know, I think just a bit, you know. Add. Front. Oh my god, look! This is almost entirely grass. It's so good. Eee. Yump. Definitely enough. There we go, perfect. Some spare. Perfect. Oh. Carrot field. Out of carrot again. This is a huge carrot field, really. Maybe the crop distribution is a little bit disproportionate towards carrots, but it's fine. Really, we can use them to make golden carrots and obviously for trading, so not too bad. We should have had a bigger wheat field. Hello, secret bear buddy. So true. Cat boys are out, buddy boys are in. I think after this, we are going to design like a trading hall mayhaps in creative, I'm thinking. I have an idea, but I don't know if it would work or not. Okay, we do have another stack, thank god. What to say? There's no way we're running out of carrots again for this final little bit. Defense bits, we're just gonna grab later. Might reconfigure this at some point to be a little bit more wheat heavy because we actually need more wheat, but right now it's fine with that. I'm gonna add actually some bits of grass, just help it spread a bit faster, especially on the side of the island. I love how luscious this looks in the middle of all that desert. So good. Actually, I do have plans to make eventually a special custom tree on this. I haven't decided exactly how I want to decorate this. I don't think we're doing that today. We just did the reconfiguration. Just need 2 fence bits and then we've done a job for the day. What's we okay, bench and then do the fencing. I have an idea. Obviously, not obviously, but I was thinking that we should have the village match the style of this database. Kind of like nearby. Look at that though. We're gonna look at it from the castle in a second after I've replaced the fences. Just because I want to look at it and also I like the fences not only for separation between the crops but also as easy ways to walk on stuff without trampling any crops. And this is a little choppy here still, but not too bad. There we go, we did that. Yup. Fix little bits we could at some point fix, like parts where sand is peeking through and shouldn't. But that's kind of like if the crops aren't grown, it kind of covers up any weird block irregularities. It's only visible when it's just harvested and planted. But who gaff, really? Who gaff? Look at it from the top of the tower. Ooh, these doors have aged nicely. Excellent. Ooh, top of the tower. Look at that! That's looking good! Now that's like kind of almost a heart-shaped island. Oh, it looks a bit like Ireland. Have one with me in it as well. I do want to do something where the village at the moment is. The village is there. Which is like not bad, but I do want to have something else there and then like have the village be on this bit here. This stuff. It kind of match this style. Oh, why? What? Titanic, why the fuck are you roaming? Hello? My bro? Why the hell are you roaming? How the fuck did Titanic get this? Mysterious. Literally, we're on a lead. How did... Actually, how did he get loose? Did I lose a lead? How the hell? He runs through here. Oh, very bizarre. Very bizarre. Just disappeared. Don't seem to have... Oh, we do have any other. I need my bro. I love Titanic. Yup. Alright, okay. I like what we've done with the place. Eventually I do have plans to decorate the little raised bit that the actual windmill's on, because I don't want that to be farmland, I just want that to be a decoration, but I haven't decided how exactly. I do want to try and have a little bit of an experiment time. the mill. Let's get rid of the area selector lines. This is me fixing the windmill. Because I accidentally placed it the wrong way around once and I was like too lazy to remove it, so that's clear. Truly, oh yeah, we do have plans for this at some point, but oh yeah, okay. What I want, so obviously then, if we're basing it off of actual building blocks, okay. If we're basing it off of the starter base, do I have the starter base here? No, I don't. Bad times. I do have the block palette we decided on. Very handy. So, smooth sandstone. Then dark oak. And then books there. Other thing was sure oak. Was it oak or was it birch? I think it was birch and oak. Right. Let me really briefly check back because I don't remember. It's the build that's been there the longest. This is all sandstone. This is dark oak. I do know that. That's for the roofing. Floor is also dark oak, but we also have oak. This is oak, right? Yes. Okay, I was correct. But there's no other birch in this at all, just these stripped birch bits, and then yeah, for like any arches. Okay. I have to remember sometimes. It's for arches. Okay, because I do think of it would be nice. There's a random tower that I built, but I haven't decided where to go with that yet. Let me use a bright random block. Okay. And I have a vine. The idea that I had was to have a building that essentially has a public entrance in the front, and then it has a back entrance for like transporting villagers in minecarts, and then potentially some sort of elevator system in the middle, like water elevator situation. I don't really have an idea of how I wanted, because I was thinking maybe circular, but then again we have a lot of circular builds already, so maybe not circular. Let me try something. Actually, I want a block with more distinct corners, like edges. But that's still non-natural. Probably. These are very easy to. Oh, are they? Wait, we could use. Not even the blocks we're using. This is just like a building block. We could use like smooth stuff. Because these are very distinct. Yes. Okay. So let's say I'm starting with 3, 6, 7, 15, maybe 15. Right, 6, 7. Okay. Let's picture this is the entrance. Obviously, isn't the entrance like this, but baseline. Let's say we do this. Kind of like a type shape. Like this. Okay, let me think. Then I'd have a train tracks. Tracks. Rail, right? Let's think about that. So we'd have a rail that goes in like here. Rail entrance. Picture this. Okay, actually, we'll look up. Case for the height. There we go. And then have a separate track that is for the second. Okay, where would the second floor? Be a bit oppressive. Honestly. Standing here, does that feel oppressive? Kind of. Actually want it to be taller. Actually 2 blocks taller. I think this is the ceiling slash the floor of the second. Obviously not the blocks we're using for shapes only. There we go. Picture that. So we need the second entrance to be basically not directly above it, because I feel like that'd be difficult. And then connection. So this is where the secondary, like the second floor train would go into. There we go. There we go. Let's not think about how this will like work. I think probably with just like a bunch of momentum. Because then the idea is that I have basically a common port, but then different stations that I can like alternate the train tracks to lead into. We don't need permanent setups. Okay, let's do this. Box shape. Kind of rectangular core, but I honestly think it's gonna look nice once we do integration. Just like for shapes. I don't know, I kind of had this strategy. Is planning things out like this. A bit weird, but works. No. Go, and then there we go. Okay, excellent. Kind of works. And then we have the second one, which I kind of want to go. I have this idea of, I don't know why, like it's really reminding me of the mayor's office in Animal Crossing. Anyone get what I'm on about? I feel like this could work if I have like a circular dome in the middle, just for like aesthetics. Less functionality. Aesthetics. Okay, how we look. 6, 9, 6. Right. 5 each side. Yes. Okay, it has a 1 block center. It's not too. The floor. That is. And then we had, how much higher was the ceiling compared to your entrance on? It was 2 blocks and the third block is. But compared to this one, the 3 block tall thing, and then it's 1, 2. I think 3 is enough here. Actually 4. What foot is the ceiling? Ceiling. Ceiling. 4. And then, oh, this is perfect. Wait, it turns out, oh my god, it's so perfect. Wait, let him cook. Look at this. This is giving a circle real easy. Boom. Boom. It's so good. Hold. Boop, boop, and boop. This is where the roof would be. Okay. A bit higher. Circle. I could lower that honestly. Maybe like just position it like this. Like picture it like that. Just gonna have a look if this is too high of a. Well, honestly, I think it's fine. Have the roof there. Have like a particular vision for the roof, like a classic stagnating roof situation like this. About, I don't know why I've just got this vision. The vision is dropped in. I need to get that. Okay, perfect. Yes, yes, wait, like think suburban house, but make it. There we go. Okay, I made this on the dot where I don't have here. There we go. Perfect! So, measure that out. Five, and then go. Shape. Go down. 5. Okay, I understand. Okay, we're kind of there. Then this line, so we have completion here. There we go. Yes. Okay, and then this obviously would be like a dome kind of vibe. Play that. Picture that as like, maybe actually make it full tower? Yeah, maybe. I think honestly maybe the circumference needs to be bigger for that to look better here. It's a bit small. See if I... like... big. It's a bit too overly here. Because it's a too wide hole like that. I have to kind of go with that's not like the best. This works. Let's center. Okay, let's not center it. That sucks. Okay. We grab a random block. This is the bit that people... But the idea is good. The idea is good. Well, the whole thing is one block to this block side. Go, add. Okay, that's corrected. That's in the middle. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay. Looks a bit all over the place, but the vibe is there. The most important part is the transportation system. Okay. Now, other parts that are very important is the division system. So you come in, you're like, yo, W. That doesn't really help right now. I could do rails as a path guideline. Let me try that. So hypothetically, were to do this. The way I want to do it is honestly have a bit more of a, okay, I have an idea. If anyone remembers the librarian build that I did, kind of that vibe with a 2-block walk path around it. And then in the very center, yes, wait, let him cook. Okay, that's 3 blocks on that. 3 here? Yep, it was. Cook, let him cook. This is the middle bit. Then we'd have a cube in the middle, which is the elevator. Wait. Like this. And then elevator here. Picture this, and this is like the elevator. Wait, let him actually fucking cook. This is eating. This is not the block we're using, but I do want to use the dark wood in there. So, and then the elevator would come out. This is like a water elevator, a bubble elevator. Then we could have like ladders on the sides, just if you want to like take it. There we go. And then you'd come out here. And this is the second floor, which means you don't need to go any higher. Okay, we'll copy the same system as below. Okay. I like this vibe. I like this. Okay, let me actually do a little precautionary measure, because sometimes I just like having the baseline that I'm working with as an option, so in case I fuck up, like a sketch basically. This is my build sketch. Even though it's a little bit insane looking, but I think this has now encapsulated them, but I'm not 100%. Around. It's not got the staircase, I do need this. Yeah. Which one of you leads that way? Leo, you do. There we go. Okay, now it should have the whole. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Save schematic. This is trading hall. Oh, sketch. Save. Boom. Because then I could just repeat the sketch if I don't like the direction, the sketch, quote unquote, the direction that I'm going with the block choices, or any details, or anything, and I can like quickly reset. There we go. Okay, I'm not gonna like do too much more today, I don't think. I just kind of like this idea. But yeah, visualize this, right? Obviously, this level here is where the ceiling is, this layer. And so here'd be the ceiling. These pillars, I kind of want to go like all the way to the ceiling, and behind each thing here, let me grab some trapdoors to point better. Like here, probably a little bit different in actuality, but the idea is that there be a villager in this lot here, there be a villager here on this corner lot. There we go. Visualize that, right? One that's like probably accessible to both sides here, just because that's like the closest one. Then we'd have another one that goes here. I'm just gonna put trapdoors where I want the guys to go. There, 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 there. One in the corner, one here, here, here. So this first layer, that alone me was that 5, 7, 8, 9, 12 on each layer. I think 24 is completely fine. You don't really need more. And then the idea is to have this train track that's permanently set up from our wherever our new breeding area is going to end up being, but then not have any train tracks here, but just basically be like, okay, now we need to have a new guy here because he died or something, and then boom, replace that. I really like this idea, and I like the setup. I haven't thought too much about the design yet, except I wanted to roughly be in the style of the starter base aesthetically, at least from the color palette. So we might have like banisters, we might have like a little bit of extra stuff. This might become like a tower, the way that my starter base has a tower, like that kind of vibe. But I haven't really decided, and I do want to take my time with it. So I'll do that probably off stream. We'll see whenever we're next in the hardcore world we get to build it. I'm very happy about the fact that we finished the whole game, and also we did all of the terraforming, and we did even the planning for this new trading hall idea that I have. I feel like it's a little bit of a spin on an idea that I've done before, which is obviously the library on Evergreen, but this is more practical size, more practical scale, and obviously my own design as well, not using someone else's blueprint. I'm hyped about that as well. Of course, as I mentioned, I'm going shopping with my mum tomorrow, so I'm not streaming, but we are back on Tuesday with Stardew Valley. Will we get the rabbit's foot that we need to finally finish the community center? Who knows? But we're for sure just doing Stardew Valley Tuesdays at the moment. Stream start will be either 5 or 6 p.m. BST. I'll schedule it tomorrow. So check the schedule page or check the Discord if you're unsure. What the fuck did I not post the Discord link? Did I type it too quickly? That's weird. Why is that not working? Very bizarre. SMHing. Unclear, but it's broken. It's broken it. But yeah, Stardew Valley on Tuesday, then Wednesday, Thursday, I'm at work. But we're back on Friday with hardcore, so we'll see. Either we'll do the trading hall, or we're gonna do a bit more work with trying to get resources for the Ender Dragon fight. We'll see, I don't know. But I'm also gonna do Sims 3. We'll see how far we get with that. Saturday I'm going to watch Doctor Who with my friends. I'm not streaming again. But Sunday we are doing a demo day. It's been a while. I have a bunch of stuff lined up. And we're also doing It Takes Two with Arrow Ace. So we're starting off with some demos, and then we're going to do some It Takes Two. Yippee! Very excited. Good vibes. And I will actually send you to Arrow Ace, because he's live right now. He's playing some Minecraft as well. On, I think, the Offliners Realm. So have some fun over there. Help out. Help Ares reach affiliate. Bro's getting close. And I feel like if you like my content, you'll like their content as well. Enjoy your time over there. And I will be back on Tuesday with Stardew. Bye-bye.